Alright, hello Supertrinis. I'm smiling now, but I'm really pissed off right now. Alright, it's a very disarming smile because I'm just really angry. I'm trying to control my emotions right now. As I said, my house got broken into last night. Before I get into details about my reaction, let me just give you the details of how they broke in. Alright. Now first off, where I live is a gated community. Alright, there is security, right? There's only one way into the compound, one way out. You have to go through a checkpoint with a guard and the patrols that run around. Alright? Despite all that, they still broke into the compound and then over a very high wall and then decided to, go to our house. They went through the back door. And to get through that back door, you have to go through burglar proofing. I'm talking proper, good burglar proofing, solid burglar proofing. Alright? It's not just any old thing. So they had to cut through the wiring and then reach in to get in the grating and get through to the lock. As fate would have it, I was not home last night. I was by my other home. My father, however, was home, and he was asleep upstairs in his room, which he could not hear anything because his room is air conditioned. And once the door locked, he don't hear anything outside. He's upstairs. Alright. The guy apparently took the bin from the neighbor in the back, not a bin, like a barrel, and started to put the video machines and the stereo and whatever into it, and was dragging it out to the main wall, which is about 6 houses down. When the security caught him, there's 2 of them on patrol, and they got into a scuffle and a fight. And he pulled out a knife and then was trying to stab them, and then he eventually ducked the both of them and ran over the wall, jumped over the wall. So we got back everything, except I believe our universal remote control and a few of those miniature alcohols which he took from the cabinet in our living room. Alright, so that's the details of what happened. And here's my reaction, obviously. I'm really pissed off. Now, one time off the bat, you're going to hear people saying, oh, what are you going to do about that? Crime is everywhere, no matter where in the world, you have to deal with this, etc. blah blah blah. What can the PNM do about that? They can't watch over every individual's house. They can't stop every criminal from doing everything in Trinidad. Yeah, right. Here's my reaction to this. First of all, that is the most nonsense I've ever heard. It's the biggest cop-out. Right? Part of the government's responsibility in any society is to provide adequate security for its citizens. Right? To maintain law and order, to have a crime-free environment, so you can have a certain level of, a standard of living. They're not maintaining that here. Right now it's just chaos. Our police force is a shambles. They're either undermanned, or under-equipped, or under-trained. I could go on and on. But we need to have total police reform. Right? That's one of the main things. And it starts from the top. The government they show no initiative. They put forward these programs that are all flash in the pan, bravado, but no substance. There's nothing behind it. A big stinking balloon in the sky that can't do crap. Meanwhile, they never have cars to call out to anyone in any house anywhere in time. It don't make sense. Just the government has failed by any standard. Right, we're number 9 in the world on 2006 figures in terms of the murder rate. It bothers me that my father came downstairs at 3 o'clock in the morning, saw everything was fine, made a cup of tea and then went to sleep. And yet, the neighbor had to call to wake him up at 5. So within those 2 hours, that's when the criminal broke in and struck. Right, it bothers me that this guy, had a knife and equipment to break into the house. Right? If my father had come downstairs easily, could have got stabbed. I have no doubt in my mind he would have. Why not? He already break into the house anyway. Nobody else is going to hear anything. You're going to see it. And these criminals killing for nothing. They're killing for a cell phone. Right? It bothers me that two guys who probably get crap wages, some $10 an hour, right, could have gotten stabbed trying to prevent a robbery. And that's not right. Not in this. What are you going to get killed for that for? Right? There's something inherently wrong with that for me. Right? It bothers me that people just sit down on their butts and do nothing all the time and just wait for somebody else, right, to do it. You think I don't have anything better to do with my time than to make these stupid videos all the time? Right? It pisses me off that I have to do this. But there's nothing else left for me to do. There's no redress. There's no accountability for the government in this place. And I'm trying to reach out to Trinidadians all over the world and make us understand we have to step in. We have to do it. It's our generation that has to take over now. It bothers me that my peers are so disenchanted, so fed up, so disillusioned that they have absolutely no interest